Hello there, how are you? I'm doing quite well, I hope you are too. That rhymed. I am the new Dr. Seuss. Anyway, gosh, I'm so lame, I'm so sorry. Anyway, today we are doing a shoe unboxing video, and I haven't done one of these for quite some time, but I haven't done many videos for quite some time, so I should probably shut up about that. So let's move on without much further ado. You've probably already guessed which shoes they are, you know, from the title that's either above me or below me, you know, whatever. I'm just going to pretend like it's not there. Anyway, I'm going to be unboxing the DEMONIA SHAKER 52 ST. A bit of a mouthful there, but these are the floral versions of the standard DEMONIA shakers that came out about a year or two ago. These ones are the newer release in the floral pattern because they released a few different other styles within the shaker series, and I like, I don't know, I like incorporating a bit of florals here and there, and I quite liked these because they are unlike any shoes that I have ever owned or currently own anyway. So yeah, they're very, very unique in that way. So the basic features of these shoes is that they are a 4.5-inch platform wedge. They are completely vegan friendly. This is actually, it's polyurethane lined, but it's actually material on the outside. You know, just like a regular floral material. It's matted, and it's a matte finish floral material, so there's no like shine or anything like that, which I think a shine on a floral material would actually kind of detract away from the actual pattern, so I quite like that. It is a bit weird actually to wear shoes that are kind of this canvasy material in a platform heel wedge kind of thing. Anyway, so as I said, 4.5-inch raised platform wedge. It does have this lug sole with a rock in it at the moment. Whoops. So it does have this lug sole that is quite grippy, and it's got the hardened rubber here and then the hardened foam here. These shoes also feature a double ankle strap with studs and O-ring detailing. These are purely for decoration only. They don't really do much. I mean, if you're going to be lacing up the front, maybe you want to undo them, but personally, with these ones, because they have the side zipper, you don't need to lace and unlace them. Just set them once, and I just kind of flipped them over the top when I laced them up. So these laces are, once you've kind of set them to your size specifications that you need, you don't ever really need to revisit them because of the side zipper access and, you know, the buckles for decoration. The laces do kind of get tucked underneath that, and even though this one's somewhat undone, I don't think I did this one up properly in all fairness. So onto the comfortability of these shoes. The raised platform, in the way that it's got 2 inches of a platform here and 4.5 up here, it decreases the slope for your foot, so it increases the comfort factor because your foot isn't in too much of an unnatural position. They are quite heavy, so that does take a bit to get used to when you put them on, and they are wider than, you know, your standard Converse kind of shoes. And the base kind of flares out from the shoe, which adds to the stability when you walk, so you don't have rolling ankles or anything like that. When I have platform shoes, I do prefer them to be heavier. One, to remind me that I'm wearing platforms, so I can adjust my step accordingly. And two, because I find my ankles usually roll a little bit less when they are more weighted. These are quite comfortable from the first wear. However, I would say that wear socks, like just whenever you wear them, but especially the first few times, wear socks that come either and meet the top of the shoe or go beyond, or wear stockings or something like that. Because this back area, when I got them, they were flattened like that, and it did take a little bit to push it out. So this didn't create kind of like a little dent that kind of snapped around the Achilles area, or just above the Achilles area, and it kind of created a bit of rubbing, and it did hurt a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. So yeah, like I said, I just recommend you wear stockings with them for the first few times, or some thick socks, or just something to protect the lower calf, upper Achilles area of your foot. These shoes are also quite wide fitting, so they do accommodate for wearing thicker socks. So I think they'd be great in colder situations, maybe not ice, like icy, snowy areas, because I'm not sure whether lug soles would really do much of a service to you in those kind of things. But colder areas, yes, because you know, you've got room for your socks. And if you do have a wider fitting foot, you don't have to go up a size or readjust your size or anything like that, because it is more accommodating for wider feet. Hence why I have narrow feet. So these do feel actually a little bit too big on me, even though my foot lengthwise sits how they do in every other Demonia shoe. It just feels too big because of the width factor. So that brings me into sizing, which sizing of these, it is true to size by Demonia sizing, except for the width. Demonia really hit and miss with the wide bases. They either do average, narrow, or wide, and you don't know which shoe is going to be which. You can kind of get a feel for it by the front area. Usually if the front area is very heavily rounded or squared, they are going to be a wider fitting shoe with Demonia. That's just what I've found. I'm not sure if they deliberately do that. That's just what I have noticed over the years of, you know, buying Demonia, looking at Demonia shoes, all of that stuff. With sizing, wide feet and normal feet, your average width of foot, I would say go with your regular size. You'll be fine. If you've got narrow feet like myself, if you plan on wearing thicker socks, go true to size, so your regular Euro size. And if you have narrow feet but don't plan on wearing socks with them, which I highly discourage because I think you might experience quite a few blisters, I would say maybe look into sizing down if you're a half size, but otherwise go with your regular European size. And as usual, I will cut to a clip of me wearing these so you can get an idea of what they look like on. I will cut to that clip right now. So my overall thoughts of these shoes is that, you know, I quite like them. They're different for me. I usually go with just black with everything. I think 90% of my shoes are black or mostly black, which is quite limiting, even though I feel like I've got various, like a big variety of shoes. I have no variety in color. So I've been trying to push myself to step outside my boundaries with color, and I chose these. And yeah, they're comfortable. I like how heavy and thick they are. I like how much height I get with them. So if you were thinking about getting these, or you're kind of on the fence about them, I hope I've helped you, because I like these. I really like them. And you know, there was a point where I actually hated them, because I was like, oh, I don't know about the pattern mixed with the shape and the lug sole and all of that. I wasn't sure about it, but I took the plunge. picked those and I really like them. I love them. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this shoe unboxing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'd love to have you here for every single video. Like this video if you like this shoe unboxing video and you like that I'm back to it. Comment down below if there's something you'd like to see on this channel. And also, what do you think of these shoes? And are there any other Demonia shoes that either you would like to see a review on, or that you are personally, you know, really thinking about getting or are in love with? Just comment away down below. Let's have a conversation about shoes. And hope you all have a fantabulous day.